All right, what is going on, everyone, and welcome back to another Black Desert video. So today, Olvia Academy Season 2 has started, and I kind of wanted to take a look at the changes, see if it's even worth doing if you haven't done the first one, or if you have done the first one, actually. And we're going to talk about what changed and just see everything together. So, basically, if you don't know, you're a returning player, you're a new player, Olvia Academy is like the tutorial of the game, and it teaches you basic life skills in combat. So I think that's actually a good thing. Overall, it's very helpful and beneficial. But once you get to the point where you know everything, and or this is your second time doing it, let's take a look at it. So it started today. It lasts until, I believe it's like a 3-month thing, like last time. You do all the life skills, and then you do all the PvE combat stuff. If you want to know all about it, I did a video last season, and you guys can watch that. As far as I understand, these are all the same. So what we're going to be looking at is the rewards and what do you get that's different. So looking at this again, you can see all the rewards in here for all this stuff again. Nothing particularly stands out to me, and you see these family rewards. If you did this last season of Olvia Academy, you cannot get them again. So that kind of takes out a lot of the interest for the people who did it the first time. This is absolutely worth doing if you've never done it before, and it gives you a bunch of cron stones, a bunch of, life skill tools to help you get started. Absolutely worth it. But if you've already done it once, I think all you're realistically getting is Olvia Academy coins, or a bunch of, you just look at the rewards and XP. So the bulletin board that gives you all the stuff is back. Do your daily quests, and we're going to look at it. So this time around, they changed it from silver, like the Academy Pass, the free versus the premium one. They changed this one to be with pearls. They said they were going to do it the first time. Does it make it good? No, not really. But, we're going to run through it and see what it's all about. All right, so when you do the free one, you get XP for every life skill you do. I am in my gurus for most of them. And you know how much they gave? 0.5, like 0.05 for each collection. So if you're in your gurus, it's not that great. Is it worth doing? Debatable. Like some of these might be if you're wanting the free billion silver, or a bunch of all these things. But yeah, I think for gathering, the one that gives you 1.5 billion silver, like 500 mil times 3, that one's pretty decent. It's halfway done. People who need the full-on life skill crystals, this one is worth doing. The second one for fishing, or the third one, these 10-hour buffs are always nice to have, and then you could probably stop there. There's nothing else. Hunting, nothing in particular aside from this crystal if you need it. This one that you get one of... Wait, hold on. Did you get 3 of these, but only one of those? Dude, that's so wild. The inconsistency makes 0 sense. Cooking, cooking is just easy. You can do it. These are definitely worth doing if you don't have it, but generally, if you don't, if you already have everything set up, probably not worth. So yeah, nothing here. I think the sailing and bartering for XP might actually be worth it, because it's very hard to get guru. Sailing and bartering, even if you're a casual, which they actually buffed bartering today. So we might actually do that one. But what I wanted to show you is what changed. The Academy and all that stuff is the same in terms of questing, but the quests over here, they did not refresh any of the rewards in here. So if you didn't get any last time, they're still there. But the highlight is you can exchange 1 coin for 1 cron stone. So and finishing the tutorial part of this, to get started, you're getting 200 cron stones, which is what you would take. But aside from that, I talked about this in the other video of what are the best rewards you should get. I'll leave that in the description so I don't have to repeat myself. But yeah, so TLDR, if you did the Olvia Academy Season 1, and you got everything that mattered, it's not really super worth doing, because all you're going for is the coins and then you exchange it for crons. But I don't think you should do early graduation, because the main reason of being in the Olvia Academy is having access to, like, what was it, all the unlimited alchemy tools. Like this one, you know how all the cooking and alchemy tools have like a durability? The ones here don't. So you could basically cook infinitely as long as you have the inventory and all that stuff for it. And it has the slower timer as far as I understand. So basically you're just leaving it on overnight if you plan on doing that. That's how you can power level your contribution points and exchange byproducts and everything. So I think that's good, actually. There's never a real reason to rush the Olvia Academy. There's like a 3-month window for the next season. But yeah, aside from that, I looked at all the rewards and everything. The rewards here are the same things as kind of last season. The ones I think are worth doing is probably sailing and bartering. Maybe farming, if you like that one, just you do it over time, so you just might as well naturally just do it. Training has always been an interesting one. And then everything else that's like, they're all easy, but some of them just aren't really worth doing unless you get a fat reward out of it. So yeah, one of those like beginner friendly things you should do. If you've never done it, I think you should do it. If it's your second time around, I don't think it's worth it, to be honest. And also the past rewards, just to show you, it doesn't feel as great anymore. Where is it actually? Yeah, so these like things, the Olvia Academy passes, they're all like 750 pearls. I'm not sure about that one, boys. So yeah, with that said, just wanted to run down all of this once again. Is it worth it? Not really. I mean, if you've never done it, it's worth it, but the rewards didn't get renewed. So if they gave you all at least more cron stones for all this, like let's say second time around, take out all of this stuff and just leave the cron stones and Essence of Dawns, absolutely worth doing. But if you've already done it and got everything, it's not. So that's all I wanted to talk about. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. And before we wrap up, I wanted to talk about something. So the partners once again got another outfit that came out today, and it's one of those new what is it, rookies pack outfits that you can get, and I want to show you what it looks like in case you're thinking of buying it, and to show you how it dies. So yeah, we got the thingy. When you get the box, you can choose male or female. Let me just show you what the difference is. I'm pretty sure it's like the pants, that's the difference. So there's set A, and then there's set B with like the leggings. But that's about it as far as I understand. So let me just show you what it looks like, and we'll look at how it dies. So I want this one. Okay, so by default, this is what it looks like. And where is the... Oh wait, hold on. So if you didn't have that, that's no hat. See, there's no cape effect. It's just another Black Desert baseball jersey looking thing. Let's see how it dies and everything. This is probably the most important part. Main color. If you've ever worn like a jersey or a sweatshirt like this, usually you kind of want to keep the default color, but for the sake of seeing what it looks like, it's kind of trippy actually, not gonna lie. The sleeve part, buttons, I think this one would look better as like a Valencian shiny one, shiny dye. Just, you know, buttons are usually like that. What is this one? Oh, so like the embroidery part in the back, the stitching. I think that's a cool attention to detail actually. That one, like the level of detail they added to it is pretty cool. Extra level of coloring in the back one, the same with this one. And then, you know, like this one changes as well. I think that's cool, actually. Attention to detail. Hood color. Oh, you definitely want probably fabric. No, fabric looks weird. Leather. No, that one looks kind of janky as well. I'd probably like the basic one, just normal feeling. What is this one? Okay, front of the hoodie part of it. What is this? Oh, it's probably like, let me see. Not really sure what that one is. The bottom of the hoodie. And interesting attention to detail on the shorts. Leather stitching like on the jean part of it. Cool. And then this one is, oh, it's like the RGB lights on your computer. Cool. All right, shoes. I assumed is, you know, the same thing. This part, front, and then bottom, and the laces maybe. Oh, that looks kind of like the Fallout one. Oh, that. So if you didn't get Type B, I assume this just isn't an option for like the Type A part of it. Very cool. Hat. Hat color. Logo. Wait, what is this? Oh, it's very small attention to detail over here. Interesting. Anyway, that's what the outfit looks like. I mean, I kind of wish they would bring back the more fantasy style outfits, you know, like the non-generic things, but, you know, it is what it is. Do I think it's bad? No, I just don't think it's different from the other ones they've released. So, yeah, in case you're thinking about buying it, that's what it looks like. And that's all I wanted to talk about. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace.